I'm now joined on the Sports Mix by the head coach of Spring Mills football, Marcus Law. Coach Law, congrats on another win. Your team defeats Musselman 20-0. Whatever you got at Rudders must have worked out for you, huh?
Yeah.
Ran into you there before the game and our game that we had coverage of. So just recap that game for us, your thoughts on it.
I mean, also, I think from the jump there, it was definitely a physical, emotional type game for us. Tip my hats off to Musselman. Those guys, after last year, regrouped themselves and absolutely put a very good product out there on the football field. It was just one of those things defensively. We knew they had some things that can probably give us a little bit of fits there, but our guys did a great job of trying to close out those gaps and things that we had issues with going back to the Willing Park game. Again, 11 guys on defense line around offensively. At times we struggle a little bit just trying to finish out drives, but that's something we've been working on throughout the year here so far. But like I said, our running backs did great. Our receivers did well once the ball got into their hands. So overall, just proud of the execution our guys had and look forward to this upcoming one.
You mentioned the defense lights out. Another shutout for your team. Obviously, everybody knows how well the defense was last year with the shutout streak. No shutout streak this year like last year's, but there's still kind of one there. When you guys win, it's via shutout. The one loss, unfortunately, obviously not a shutout, 33-28 against Wheeling Park. But when things are going well, what is that, I guess, clear difference that you see in your defense out there to be so elite?
Well, it's one of those things. A lot of our guys are going both ways, and, once they get things clicking on that defensive side of the ball, it just seems to carry itself over to the offensive side. And honestly, it gives us a lot of confidence offensively that, if our defense is doing well, all we got to do is just maintain that football and just kind of get that thing down to the field into a scoring position. So it definitely, our defense drives us, and tip my hat to those guys every week, just the work they put in to put us in a good position.
Overall, how much growth have you seen from your team from the start of the season up until now?
A good amount, honestly. It's one of those things, last year our identity, it's really centered around Max, but, going to this year, there were some questions as far as how our quarterbacks would lead. And they're honestly starting to find themselves within the offensive scheme and just try to be true to themselves. And I think that growth is going to continue to happen throughout the next couple of weeks once we, again, continue to fine-tune the things that kind of set us apart there and what we can really narrow our heads down to.
What are some things that you guys still need to improve on in your game?
Well, I think offensively, we want to try to get the ball out of our hands as quick as possible. And, at times we do a tremendous job of that. And then just trusting our eyes, at least coming from the quarterback spot. And then the rest of it is just getting our line in gel. We've kind of shuffled a few guys around a little bit. Devin King has stepped into that offensive line role for us to kind of give us a breather when we need it. And like I said, as these next couple of weeks go on, we'll kind of gel those things up a little bit tighter there.
Any other thoughts or comments about last week's game? If not, we'll get to this week.
No, like I said, hard for a physical game, and honestly just looking forward to this one here.
Big opportunity this week. The number one team in the state, the Morgantown Mohegans, is who you guys will square up with. What stands out to you so far about them from what you've been able to study?
Offensively, Twiggs drives everything as far as that team. They've done a good job of not having to use him so much up to this point here. But certainly he's a kid that can absolutely take over the game offensively. Again, drives everything for him, puts him in a great position. Up front, they're big. And again, it's nothing new to us. We've had some big guys, but they're big and they can move as well. Defensively, we'll get the same look we had last year, but again, it's like somehow they found a way to replace the pieces they lost, and they've built something great again for this year. So it's going to take us, honestly, going through this week here and just trying to find the best version of ourselves, be focused at practice, as much film study as we possibly can to get ready for this one Friday.
You mentioned, obviously, you guys faced them last year, a great defensive battle in the postseason. When you schedule out a game plan, you're looking at a team that you played last year at this point in the season this year as well. Weigh it in for me here as a head coach, what you guys use from last year more so or from this year. How do you balance that when you're looking add a team to kind of go off of and work with? Is it mostly just this year, or do you still look at some of last year?
Yeah, definitely. We looked at some of last year, and then honestly, based off what they've done up to this year here, it's defensively at least, it's been very similar. So we kind of went back, looked at some things that we did last year, not necessarily mimicking what we did last year, but it'll give you an idea of these are the things that we tried. This is where it went wrong or where it went right, and see how we can fix or tweak the things we did there. Now, as far as them offensively, they're much different offensively this year than they were last year, where they're more of a two-back spread type situation. So that point there is going to be a little bit different, but they're still a wing T team. The concepts are the same. So it's about fitting the right alignment and run fit for us.
How else do you feel like you guys match up with this team this year?
I think matching up wise, as long as we can get our guys in space, I think we have our stuff a chance there. But other than that, the physicality, that'll be one thing that'll be tested to see where we are as far as that nature of things. But, you go into these games like this feeling well, but ultimately Friday nights you get to see exactly where you are.
What's that message going to be for your team come Friday night as you guys get ready to take on Morgantown?
We got to put our best version out there. We can't necessarily worry about our opponents, but as long as we maintain ourselves, our emotions, and try to win as many plays as we can, one by one, we'll have a chance there.
Anything else, Coach Law? If not, we'll get to the fun question.
No, I think that's it.
All right, fun question for this week. We might have asked it before, but you never know. Things could change. So this week it's your favorite TV show or series all time, what you enjoy, and why?
Ooh, I love the mystery crime shows. Of all time, that's a tough one, but I'll tell you one thing. I started watching the one on HBO, Task, and that's really honestly got me glued in there. So the few minutes I get to kind of look at some TV, I like to try to put that on. So that's been a great one. So I definitely love the murder mystery type deals.
All righty. Thank you for your time as always, Coach, and best of luck against the Mohegans.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.